Welcome back to another Pokemon Master video, and today we're going to be doing the Arc Suit Lance and Dragonite 1 out of 5 showcase. So here I'm going to do another 3K Master Mode as per usual for the showcase. And yeah, so the team I have here is Lance, Raihan, and Signature Brendan. I'm going to do one with Brendan as a support, and then one without Brendan and with Lucas for Dragon Zone, right? The only reason I don't have, the only reason I have Raihan is because Cynthia is annoying with her Sandstorm, so I just want a way to get rid of that. And yeah. So my thoughts on Lance. I mean, Lance, it's generally agreed, from what I've seen, that Lance is the weakest of the 3 Arc Suit, 5-year anniversary units. And that's not in terms of like damage or maybe total DPS it is, but Lance is still very strong, right? The only problem is his role. In my opinion, it's his role and how his kit works with his role. Because Lance is a multi and his EX role is tech, he kind of suffers from this one target like conundrum where he's not really able to fully carry a stage. But here we go. Arc Suit Lance 1 out of 5. Super effective up next. Sync Nuke 30k. Wow. And then let's use his buddy move. Let's use this. Okay. And 60k. Wow. 300 base power buddy move for some reason. But yeah, as you can, most tech units, right, they work around the single target problem. Either they have, AoE attacks like Neo Champion Red and Articuno having Blizzard, right? Or they have an EX role. Or sorry, I think Neo Champion Red is. I think Red is a strike unit. Sorry, I misspoke. But generally they have AoE. Either they have AoE attacks, so they can hit more units or more targets, or they have the Strike EX roll, allowing them to hit, their sync move, their tech sync with more targets. But Lance, because he's multi in tech, he can't have a Strike EX roll unless they have EX rolls, where you can have 2 EX rolls and Lance has, a Strike one on top of his tech one. He's kind of limited in that regard, where he can only hit one target at a time. And that is kind of, unfavorable in my opinion, right? If I'm pulling for an anniversary unit, especially an Arc Suit unit with a 500 pity total, I want it to be strong, like Arc Suit Cynthia, AoE damage, she goes crazy with that. Arc Suit Steven even has AoE with his buddy move, right? And then he has free moves next. But Arc Suit Lance and Dragonite, I mean, as you can see, they can clear 3k, at 1 out of 5, with Signature Brendan and Raihan. But it's just something to think about before you pull. Alright, and to finish this showcase off, I'm going to do one with Lucas and Raihan, so we can set Dragon Zone and have Super Effective up next, so, we can see his true power potential at 1 out of 5. So we'll see how this goes, There's no support, so we will see. Although, maybe this is like part of your criteria, right? Because maybe you would want Lance to be able to carry a stage without a support unit. Although I'm sure it's going to be a close battle. This will definitely not be a super, dominating clear. yeah, Lance is also good because of his debuffs, right? He just lowers all of the opponent's defenses with a one attack. And that's really really nice. As far as damage goes, you know, maybe there's some better even like dragon type DPSs, like 33k. But this is what I'm really interested in. This buddy move right here. And 144k. Golly. But, you know, if that was AoE, right, the battle will be over right now. But Lance doesn't have that. So now I have to clutch the battle with Lance after the fact. And, you know, whether or not he can actually do it isn't really the problem, in my opinion. It's just the fact that he has to. Because his kit doesn't allow for him to attack everything and just destroy everything like Cynthia can. Although it's no problem for Lance. He has Endure, he has the healing, he has the, you know, he's pretty tanky, relatively. And he can just finish the battle off like that. But, you know, all the units died, Lance almost died. It is only 1 out of 5, so you have to keep that in mind. But, you know, someone like Cynthia was able to easily clear, you know, or easily able to carry a stage, right? Even at 1 out of 5. So, it's just something to think about. Either way, Lance does crazy damage. I mean, 144,000 sync is really good. Like, there's no doubt about that. And he's pretty tanky, so he's also completely self-sufficient, right? He just raises all his own attack. And then, I don't know if he raises his own crit. Let me actually take a look at that. I believe he's completely self-sufficient, though. Sick, yeah. Raises all his attack, all his crit, applies healing, applies enduring, and then takes recoil damage for whatever reason. He debuffs the enemies all the way, so you can literally just run at him. He'll buff all his own attack, debuff the enemy's defenses, and then just keep attacking and he'll kill. So Lance is definitely strong in that way, but again, I have to say it, his biggest problem or weakness, his biggest caveat is that he does not have AoE. So it kind of hinders his, you know, his damage, you know, but he's still good. Alright, so that'll do for this video. Hopefully, you know, this helped you decide whether or not you want to pull for Arcsuit and Lance. Overall, the 3 Arcsuit units are really, really strong. You definitely won't regret pulling for, you know, any one of the 3. If I had to recommend one of the 3 to pull, I would probably say Cynthia is your best bet, just because she's, you know, she has really good damage. Arcsuit Steven is also really good. I would put them honestly side by side with each other. I only put Cynthia above as my first choice because I just like Cynthia more, and I think she would be more useful, you know, for clearing a stage. But, you know, Steven is really good. Really good supports, really good. Steven's really good because he has really good support, he has really good damage, and he has really good tank, and he has really good healing, and he has really good everything, right? There's a video of Arcsuit Steven at level 1 soloing Latios in the legendary arena. And to my knowledge, I don't think any sync pair can do that at level 1 other than Steven. And he also has, I think, 14 solos in the legendary arena. So he's really crazy. Definitely, if you're gonna pull for one of the 3, pull for him or Cynthia. I hate to, you know, I hate to do this to Lance in his own showcase video, but maybe stay away from Lance if you're only getting 1. But if you really like Lance, he's definitely a good idea. He's definitely a good unit, right? He's definitely strong. If you run him on a team with support, like you saw earlier in the showcase, he will easily clear the stage for you. It might take a little longer because he has to hit each opponent one at a time, but you'll get there eventually. Maybe, you know, you want to run him with another damage DPS, like maybe you want to run him with Old Lance so you can get 2 attacks going. Maybe you have Serena, Signature Serena, and Zygarde, so you can, you know, get the Dragon type rebuff and boosts and deal more damage that way. Either way, you know, all 3 are good units. And yeah, and that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. 3 out of 5 showcase will be up probably tomorrow. I'm gonna record it tomorrow morning. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.